guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I'm just gonna be doing a really quick speed draw. So I drew this like galactic girl. I'm using my iPad. Let's just go ahead and hop right into the video. So I just started sketching using like a sketch brush. Did like a really quick kind of like outline just to get like the full figure going. I did like these guidelines so that I can kind of draw in the facial features a little bit. I was low-key struggling, but we gonna make it work. Usually I don't stress too much about my sketches because usually I like kind of change everything up after the initial sketch, so I just need like a general idea of like where everything is going to be placed, and then once I actually start to like color in and do shading and contouring and things like that, I can kind of switch up like the shape of some things, or if I need to like make something smaller, I can like very easily kind of like color over that. So once I get my initial sketch like pretty much to a decent point, I start putting in like a base layer. So I'll just go in with like the main colors that I need, and I'll just put that as like a flat lay. I'll do like the skin as like one color, and then I'll do like the clothing, and then I usually do like the hair as like the last thing, since that's like the thing that goes on the top. After I finish the initial base layer, I start to break everything up. So I usually do like shading, like shadows and stuff first. So I'll go in and I'll use like that same color from the base color. And so for instance with the skin, I use like this brown. I'm gonna go in and do like a darker shade of brown, and I used a lot of the airbrush brushes, so I kind of do like a blend of the darker brown on top of the base layer color so that I can get the shadow going. Once I finish up with the shadows, I start to go in with my lighter colors, and that's when I start doing like my highlights. And I use like the shadows and contouring to kind of like frame the face a little bit better than what I do in my initial sketch, because I know I can kind of like really mess that up. Now I specifically do my sketches in like a lighter color. So for instance in this video I did a pink for my sketching. Usually I do like a pink or like a light blue, and then I bring that layer up to the top so that I can like see it as an overlay on top of like the actual coloring that I'm doing. I turn it off and turn it on. I use it as a reference of like the general idea of where everything goes, and it's really handy because it like helps me like stay on the lines of what I'm actually trying to do. So that actually really helps out. I work a little bit on like the makeup and some of the facial features. So I'm focusing more on the lips right now and adding in just a little bit more shadowing and highlights. I usually do makeup like as its own separate layer, just so that it's easier to clean up whenever I like misshape something or misshade something. I try to separate everything into like different layers and then work from there. I finished up with like the lips and everything. I started to work a little bit on the clothes. After that, I started to work on the hair. I definitely leave the hair as like the last thing that I like to work on, just because I like to make things like a little bit neater and cleaner. If I just do it on its own separate layer on the very top, I'll go in and pretty much do the same exact process as what I did before. So here I'm mainly focusing on like the lighter colors, so I'm gonna go in and do highlights with a lighter shade of pink. I want to give it a little bit more dimension, so I'm gonna do a couple of different shades of pink. Add like some glowy effects on there. Okay, so in this case, I started working on the hair and I jumped into working on the clothes because I wanted to add in some little fine details for the clothes. I feel like after I got like that base layer for the clothes going, I go and start adding in details and start adding in color gradients and this cute little rainbow that I am absolutely in love with. It actually really looks good. I use the airbrush brush for pretty much everything. Different versions of the airbrush. If you guys want like a super in-depth tutorial, I can definitely do super in-depth tutorials, but today's video is just really like quick and kind of just like a run through of like my process. And I'm gonna go in with a luminant brush so it can kind of give this really glowy effect. I love all things that are like super glowy and like neon light, so that's kind of the main thing that I do. So I'm gonna add in some really bright neon looking streaks to her hair. Kind of looks like tinsel whenever people do like the little tinsel in their hair. That is so cute. I actually want to do something like that. I have braids in right now, but I don't know if you guys have seen like those girls that will put like tinsel in their braids or like tinsel in their extensions. It is so cute. I might do that next actually. But anyways, so back to the original video. Once I feel like I got to a good enough point with like the picture, I went in and kind of started doing this like galaxy kind of thing. So I used like some purples and blues and kind of just like airbrushed it in. And then on top of that, I'm gonna add some cute little stars to make it like really glowy in space. Some stars, obviously. I started to do like this like wraparound, like
I think I'll do a wraparound. We'll wrap around.
Star glow girl kind of thing. I don't know. Almost as if like she had like some like superpowers or like some like glitter magic going on. It was, I don't know. I was trying to figure out like what shape I wanted it to look in. So I actually spent a lot of time on that, but in the time lapse you can't really tell that I spent a lot of time on that, but I was just trying to get it in like a cool enough shape to where it like looked pretty. This is pretty much the finished drawing. Super cute Galactic girl, and I am totally here for it. This was actually inspired by the singer Tenera, so I used her as a reference. She had like this like really cool like space girl kind of look in one of her photo shoots, so I used that as inspiration. And I think she is just an absolutely gorgeous girl. She's also an amazing singer, so if you guys haven't checked her out, you should definitely check her out. I'm still kind of maneuvering my way through Procreate, so I'm still learning new things as I go. I just kind of like try stuff out, but I can definitely give you guys like a more in-depth tutorial on how I do my drawings and things like that, and actually like show you the brushes I use and show you how I like make my layers and those kind of things. So if that's something that you guys want, you should definitely let me know in the comments. Also, let me know what you guys think of the final drawing, and if you guys want to see some more videos, or if you guys just want to vibe and do some art stuff with me, make sure you guys subscribe and check out some of my other art. I do also have a website where I sell some of my art. The website is going to be linked in the description box, so you guys can definitely check that out if you want to see some of my stuff. I have like holographic prints, and I do have some of my original paintings for sale as well, so if you guys are interested in checking some of that out, you should definitely check out my website. That wraps it up for today's video, so thank you guys for watching, and make sure to tune in for the next one. Bye.